China has installed over 350 million square meters of parabolic solar thermal collectors. They heat water, cook food, generate steam, and supply industrial process heat to factories across the country at zero fuel cost per unit of energy delivered. India's national solar thermal program has deployed collectors across hospitals, hotels, textile mills, and food processing facilities, generating heat that would otherwise require natural gas, diesel, or coal. Morocco operates a solar thermal power station producing 160 megawatts of continuous electricity from curved mirrors and sunlight. The technology was demonstrated at the Paris Universal Exposition in 1878. The French government funded it for 16 years and then withdrew the budget when the coal industry pointed out it was working. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly why and what it would take to change that. The engineer who proved that curved mirrors could replace fossil fuel for cooking, heating, and industrial power was a French mathematics teacher who spent the last 30 years of his life watching the world choose coal instead. Augustin Bernard Mouchot was born in Saumur-en-Auxois in Burgundy in 1825 and spent his early career teaching mathematics at secondary schools across provincial France. His investigation into solar energy began not from scientific ambition, but from a practical concern documented in his 1869 book. France's coal reserves were finite, Mouchot argued. Its dependence on English coal imports was a strategic vulnerability. The sun delivered to every square meter of French soil each day more energy than any coal mine could extract from the equivalent area of ground. Mouchot constructed his first working parabolic solar concentrator in 1866, producing steam from a small boiler placed at the focal point. Emperor Napoleon III granted Mouchot an audience in 1867 and attended a demonstration of his solar steam engine at the Paris Universal Exposition. Mouchot's solar engine received a bronze medal. The coal exhibits received the Grand Prix. Over the following 11 years, Mouchot refined his mirror geometry, scaling the system to generate meaningful mechanical power. His 1878 demonstration ran a printing press producing 500 copies per hour of a journal page using no fuel of any kind. Then in 1882, the French government's Commission on Industrial Applications of Solar Energy filed its final report. The Commission's conclusion was that abundant imports of cheap English coal had made solar thermal energy economically unnecessary for French industry. The funding was withdrawn. Mouchot returned to teaching mathematics and published nothing further on solar energy for the remaining 30 years of his life. The printing press that had run on sunlight in Paris in 1878 was dismantled. The parabolic solar concentrator works through a geometric principle that every child understands. A curved reflective surface redirects parallel rays toward a common focal point. A parabola is a specific curve defined by the mathematical property that every point on its surface is equidistant from a fixed point, the focus, and a fixed line, the directrix. When a parabolic dish is oriented toward the sun, every ray of sunlight striking any point on the mirror's surface reflects directly toward the focal point. The concentration ratio, the ratio of the mirror's total surface area to the target area at the focal point, determines the temperature the system can achieve. A domestic solar cooker with a 1-meter diameter dish achieves a concentration ratio of approximately 400 to 1, sufficient to fry, bake, boil, or roast any food. A parabolic trough collector replaces the circular dish with a long curved mirror shaped like a cross-section of a cylinder. The focal point becomes a focal line along which a pipe containing a heat transfer fluid absorbs the concentrated solar radiation. This is the temperature range required by the majority of industrial process heat applications, including food processing and textile dyeing. The National Renewable Energy Laboratory confirmed that approximately 30% of total global industrial energy consumption occurs below 300 degrees Celsius. That 30% is not a theoretical future. India's sugar mills and textile manufacturers are today replacing gas boilers at documented operating costs of zero. But does that zero-cost industrial heat hold under real manufacturing conditions across real production seasons in real climates? The Meghalaya State Cooperative Milk Producers Union replaced 2 natural gas boilers at its Shillong facility with parabolic trough collectors in 2018. The installation delivers pasteurization temperatures for 6 to 8 hours daily, eliminating natural gas consumption during peak production. The ministry's report confirmed annual natural gas savings of approximately $28,000 at the Shillong facility alone. A concentrated solar power plant in Morocco, 160 megawatts of capacity from over 500,000 parabolic trough mirrors. The facility stores collected solar heat in a molten salt system that allows electricity generation to continue for 3 hours after sunset without any supplementary fuel. The World Bank Group co-funded the installation at a total project cost of $1.9 billion. The fuel cost for operating the mirrors, 0 per kilowatt hour generated. Delivering electricity to the California grid since 2014, its records confirm consistent delivery of over 1 million megawatt hours per year, from a fuel source that costs nothing and produces no carbon dioxide emissions, in the Sahel region of West Africa, where 7 million people were at risk of starvation. Solar systems reduced monthly cooking fuel expenditure by 60 to 80% in households where cooking fuel cost more than food. The sun was available, the mirror was available, the gas bill was not. So why does the global industrial sector burn $50 billion of natural gas annually for heat that a curved mirror delivers for free? The global industrial process heat market was valued at $260 billion in 2023. Natural gas supplies the majority of that heat. The gas utilities revenue from a facility ends the day the mirrors begin operating. Yet, here is why you have never been told about it. The regulatory mechanism is not a prohibition. It is an absence of incentive. The American Gas Association standards define the system. A factory that installs solar thermal for electricity receives a 30% credit. The same system used for direct heat receives no incentive. China's renewable energy law classifies solar thermal as a preferred category, eligible for subsidy regardless of use. This technology was nearly lost because simplicity wasn't profitable enough. When natural gas prices spiked to record levels across Europe in the winter of 2021 following supply disruptions from Russia, and sent industrial energy costs to multiples of their pre-crisis levels, forcing German chemical plants, Dutch food processors, and British ceramic manufacturers to curtail production because the gas to heat their processes had become unaffordable. The parabolic mirrors on the rooftops of Rajasthan's dairy processing facilities were delivering pasteurization temperatures from the same sun that rose over both continents simultaneously. The gas price spike did not reach them. The supply disruption did not reach them. The curved mirror pointed at the sun, and the focal point reached the temperature it always reaches when the sun shines. The global gas industry spent $260 billion last year selling heat that a curved mirror delivers for free. Augustin Mouchot ran a printing press on that free heat in Paris in 1878 and won a gold medal from the French Academy of Sciences. The commission withdrew his funding 4 years later because English coal was cheap. No one wrote the IRS guidance to protect the gas industry. The guidance was written for the energy technologies that existed when the credit was designed. The parabolic mirror arrived and found a tax code that only rewarded it if it first converted the sun's heat into electrons, before delivering it to the process that needed heat all along. India's National Solar Mission funds solar thermal process heat installations through direct capital subsidy programs, administered by the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. Germany's MAP, Market Incentive Program for Renewable Energies and Heat, provides direct investment grants for solar thermal process heat installations in commercial and industrial facilities. A domestic parabolic solar cooker, a 1-meter dish with a polished aluminium reflective surface and an adjustable focal mount, is available from manufacturers including Himan Solar and GoSun at retail prices between $60 and $250. Installation requires no permit, no licensed contractor, and no utility approval in the vast majority of American jurisdictions. It delivers cooking temperatures equivalent to a gas stove from sunlight that is free. The coal price eventually rose. The gas price eventually spiked. The sun rose on every day between Mouchot's demonstration and this one. The mirror is still curved, the focal point is still hot, the gas bill is still there. The question was never whether it works. The question is why we're still asking why we don't use it. This is Off the Meter. Subscribe so you never miss the next solution the world forgot to use.